boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Tatum gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Irving with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Back to Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Davis can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And it's blocked by Davis. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Irving. Six to shoot. Washington outside. Porzingis grabs the board. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Stolen by Gafford. Here's Davis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Drew Holiday.
You can't let Davis get established positioning inside. If he does, you have to foul him.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Gafford. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Celtics trail by 3. Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
I asked him, what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player? He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Gafford. Tatum from long range. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. The Mavericks trailing. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
NBA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
White with the steal. Tries it from 16. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Here's Brown, following the score by Dallas. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Dinwiddie with it. And he buries his first look.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
43 seconds left in the opening quarter. Got a hand on it. Pass to Lively. Horford with the block.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Christie. And here's Davis. Dinwiddie outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
Pass to Lively. It's stolen by Tatum. The leaner. And that's good for 2. Tatum's got 11 points. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, VA, and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Sends it home from three-point land.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Mavericks trail by 7. Irving for 3. Again, the miss by Dallas.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And it's Tatum missing. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Inside. Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. all by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss. You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Christie's shot is off. Celtics lead by 7. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. Here's Marshall. The three-pointer off the mark. So it's Boston now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Here's Horford. That one is off. Mavericks trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Dinwiddie, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
To the inside. Oh, look out! JB throwing it down.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Pass to Davis. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Irving looking around. Back to Davis. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Tatum. And Davis with the block. Washington inside. And Washington powers it through.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. It's stolen by Irving. Washington with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. And finished off by Davis.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Back to Tatum. The 3 is up. The shot won't fall. The Mavericks trailing.
It might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's Lively. Can't tie it up. That one misses. That'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Celtics. They lead by a bucket. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Now Irving. For the tie. And that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Here's Washington. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Thompson with a steal. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Gafford in the post. And there's a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Celtics with the lead. Holiday from long range. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks on offense. Outside Irving. For the lead. Oh, and he got... fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, B.A., this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
The kick to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Pass to Gafford. Back to Washington. Outside for Davis. Over Porzingis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Boston trailing. The open shot, White. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Brown. Tatum with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Davis. Here's Marshall. No points so far. Pure from 3-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Right wing. The 3, Gafford. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Dallas with possession. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Here's Gafford. And Porzingis with the block. Here's Pritchard. Still without a bucket. Launches it from deep. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Irving for 3. Boston with a rebound. To the paint. Stolen by Davis. Here's Marshall. Back to Gafford. Oh, they get a hand on it. Brown with the steal. Here's Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Outside Irving. .24 seconds left in the third. Thompson outside. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Pritchard. For the tie. Gets the three ball to go. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll be back with you shortly.
36.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. So it's Boston now. Now here's Tatum. Craig on the wing to take the lead. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And a slam dunk by Lively.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Outside Craig. Pass to Horford. Out to Craig. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Just 4 to shoot. And Horford powers it home.
Well, Al Horford does not mind sending a message now and then. How about that easy flush?
Irving is doubled. Here's Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. Marshall can't hit. Celtics lead by 3. Tatum looking it over. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Fast break. Here we go. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
First personal foul.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Mavericks trail by 6. Irving with it. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Left side White. Nice D from Thompson. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside White. The 3. Washington grabs the miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Gafford. Oh, sweet move. Ooh, rejected by Horford. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's hear to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Outside Holiday. Takes a three. Sinks it from distance. And the Celtics lead by 6.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
On the wing, Irving. Outside for Davis. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half. Out to the right wing. Brown scanning the floor. Outside Tatum. Left side Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And striking without warning. Holiday can be so sudden.
On the wing, Irving. Thompson outside. Outside Davis. Tatum with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And Davis with the block. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
59 seconds left in the 4th. Irving for 3.
Yeah, on defense, you really see Holiday's quickness and tenacity. He refuses to give the shooter any space.
There's Tatum with the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
It's deflected. And he gets it back. Tries again. Yes!
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
Here's Brown. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Yeah, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
P.J. Washington. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now at the line for your basket.
He gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving. And so they foul intentionally.
Kyrie Irving. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Jason Tatum.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. And Dallas calls time here. 17 seconds left in the 4th. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Luke Cornett.
Irving for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call timeout, but had already used them all. They just lost track of the situation.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. So we see Boston get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie